Mike and Ivy Lam arrived in Britain in December 2020 with their 11-year-old son in the middle of the British winter, in the midst of the pandemic. They left their home in Hong Kong just months after Beijing implemented the national security law in the territory.
We have to think about, is that Hong Kong still safe to stay, and it is a good place for our children to have a bright future, because the condition in Hong Kong is become worse and worse very rapidly. So it pushes us to do the decision so fast.
While China's state-run People's Daily said the new laws aim to protect people's rights and make Hong Kong safer following months of demonstrations on the streets protesting an extradition law, many Hong Kongers see it as a crackdown on democratic freedoms. The Lams say they were not seeking confrontation with the Hong Kong authorities.
We are just a normal, ordinary citizens in Hong Kong. We just go for the protest. Sometimes they said they have to promote the national education to the primary and secondary students. So we think that it is some sort of brainwash stuff. So we don't want our child to be educated under these type of education.
The Lams applied for British Nationals Overseas, or BNO, visas, which Britain began offering last year. They are open to Hong Kong citizens and their dependents who hold BNO passports, which were offered before Britain handed the territory to China in 1997, and it's estimated that 5.4 million people qualify. The UK government says the 5-year visas offer a path to British citizenship. The British government estimates that around 300,000 Hong Kong citizens could arrive under the BNO scheme within 5 years, though it says the number could be as high as 1 million. China has said it will no longer recognise the BNO passports offered to Hong Kong residents before handover in 1997. The British government has voiced concern over Beijing's alleged monitoring and harassment of those who have fled Chinese rule. For the Lams, they've settled close to the historic city of Canterbury in Kent, southeast Britain. The couple set up a YouTube channel called Home at Kent. It features everything from farmers markets to garage sales, and for anyone wanting to follow in the Lams' footsteps, a guide to applying for a BNO visa.
We completely get used to this life here. The only different thing here is the life speed is a bit slower than in Hong Kong.
But the Lams say it is good to enjoy a slower lifestyle in their newly adopted home. Henry Ridgewell for VOA News in Canterbury, southeast Britain.